So right now we have 14 rescues on property with 3 on the way. So the horses, sadly, are rounded up and they are sent to Mexico and to Canada. They have to endure 20-hour or so transport, sometimes with little food and water, and then they're slaughtered and killed for meat. So we spent a few months actually just gentling them, getting them to trust humans again. Okay. And that's where volunteers have come in, and now they're actually in more intensive training right now, and the concept is to rehab them so that we can rehome them and then adopt other animals.
Tell the folks at home a little bit about how they can get involved, because there's an act called SAFE Act, and maybe we can get that changed, right, to include horses?
Absolutely. So here at Liberty Sanctuary, you can go to our site, libertysanctuary.org. The horses that we have on property, like some of these beautiful draft crosses behind us, would have been slaughtered already. We're delighted to have them here with us, and what you can do is go to our site, read about the SAFE Act, and contact your legislators to help to change that law and get behind it.
Now the industry's found a way around it. They send it to Mexico, where they're killed, and then they're sent overseas to be eaten. And we want to prevent that. That's what the SAFE Act does. So contact your legislators. Let them know that you're in favor of the SAFE Act. That would be a big help.
Essentially what we're trying to do with this horse, and each horse is so unique and individual, we still have to teach them all the same skills and principles, but how we go about it and our approach varies per horse.
That's also that eventually they are adoptable.
Exactly.
Right?
And so the more I can take my tools and me and create kind of a space where this horse feels safe, that's the biggest thing that we're really trying to do for these horses, is create a safe environment so that they can grow as much as they can in a short amount of time.
Horses are just so iconic in our whole American story.
Absolutely. Yeah. They helped build this great nation, and we firmly believe that no American equine should be in jail, and no American equine should be sent across the border for slaughter. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. And we will pursue that and help to pass the SAFE Act. We invite Utah's legislators to come visit and to meet these valuable equines who are the base of our program here.
You hear that? Open invitation there, Utah legislatures, to check out Liberty Sanctuary and meet the horses behind the SAFE Act. In fact, you were mentioning SAFE actually stands for what?
Save America's Forgotten Equines. And these equines are not forgotten, nor should they ever be.
No, not for sure. As you say, they really help to build much of what we have here. And so what you're doing, Trevor, is still kind of getting to know Comanche over there, right?
Absolutely.
This is part of the rehab, part of rescue and rehab, so that eventually these horses could be adopted by someone, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So Trevor is working to build trust and teaching Comanche how to give to pleasure, physical, for right now. That's what you're seeing him really do right now. And even though it's subtle, it's super meaningful in his progress.
And people can, not just the legislatures, but people can come up here and check things out for themselves too, right?
We welcome volunteers. We welcome people to come visit. People can donate as well if they visit our website, and then we do have that fundraiser coming up next week, July 27th at the Lake House.
At Deer Creek.
At Deer Creek.
There you go.
Beautiful night on the lake.
So a lot of ways, to get involved and to help these horses get adopted and get rescued.
Yep, absolutely. It's all about their freedom.
Yep, libertysanctuary.org, right?
.org.
There you go.
Thank you, Rich.
So they'll be free to run outside of the corral soon. Thanks, Rich.
Yeah, and I got some family in LA. I'll have to call them, see if any of them got that $1 billion ticket. That would take care of a lot of horses.
It would.
I'm just saying. We're here at Liberty Sanctuary, where they do a ton of work here with these horses, but you could use some help, right?
Absolutely. We could use help with donations, volunteers. We have a great base, and more can contribute. And then we also have our fundraiser coming up in a week, July 27th at Lake House, and you can buy tickets on our website, libertysanctuary.org.
So when you say volunteers, how would they volunteer? What would they do?
You know, most people start by helping to feed and muck the horses that are here, clean up, and then people with special skills, depending on what they are, if it's training, if it's graphic design, if it's social media,
Oh, okay.
let us know. There's
Yeah.
something that we can do with everybody.
Okay, and so if people
Appreciate
want to
it.
come here and spend
Yes.
some time here, you just ask for a donation.
Right, exactly.
And what
There-
would they be doing here?
If people come here, they can do a meditative journey with the equines and visit the different pens and the 14 rescues that are currently on property. And soon there will be 17 in our rescue program.
Okay, but you do have that fundraiser coming up about a week from now.
Right.
And that's out at, was it Deer Creek Lake House?
The lake house at Deer
Okay.
Creek, Russian River Vineyards is our title sponsor, and J.W. Bennett will be doing custom hat fitting, which will be amazing. And we'll get to talk about horses and enjoy a lovely, fun evening together.
And live music and whatnot, right, Scott?
Absolutely. I think it's going to be across the board be fun for everybody, you know. So
By
it's,
the way,
yeah.
Scott and Deborah here, they're the owners, Scott and Deborah West of Liberty Sanctuary. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying that you know, anyone comes out, they're going to have a good time. Obviously, but they're supporting an amazing cause, and we look forward to having as many people out there as possible.
Yeah. And there's another thing going on too that they can help doing. They can get on your website and talk about that SAFE Act, which
Right.
currently, you know, protects dogs and cats and even horses from being slaughtered here in the States. But people have found a loophole, and so hopefully you can close that loophole.
Right. So we'd like to encourage Congress to pass the SAFE Act, which will close that loophole and create a ban so equines will not be sent for slaughter outside the country. And that applies to dogs and cats, and horses are the same. So horses are companion animals. They deserve the same treatment.
Yeah, and of course you can then rescue the ones that are in trouble right now, get them rehabbed so that you can adopt them, which is what this is all about.
Absolutely.
So get on the website, which is libertysanctuary.org, and you can also take part in the fundraiser and just volunteer and donate. Lots of different ways to help.
Leaves you with a great
appreciate
feeling, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And the horses have it made.
Yep.
They have a great life out there. Just,
Yeah, they do.
I love it. Thank you, Rich.